Everybody, this is Charissa Ruby. I'm going to be making enchiladas and I'm going to show you guys how to make the homemade enchilada sauce first. So, here are my ingredients. Here's my recipe card. I will have the recipe at the bottom. It's a pretty simple sauce. This one calls for vegetable broth. I don't have any, so I'm just going to make chicken broth. That'll be fine. Garlic powder, chili powder, oregano, cinnamon, ground cumin, need some flour, cider vinegar, olive oil, and tomato paste. I usually make a pretty big batch because I like to make a big cake pan full and I like a lot of sauce. All right, I'm also making bread. You can see it over there. There's another video I'll put up the same with that. With everything that's going on, I cook at home a lot, and so I've had a lot of people actually asking me about making a lot of homemade stuff. So while these videos are not as nicely put together as some of my other ones, I'm just trying to help everybody out and put together some nice videos for everybody to have available. All right, so first thing we do, I just got a nice big pot, and I'm gonna make my sauce first, and then we'll put together the enchiladas. So it's 6 tablespoons of olive oil. So I'm gonna do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna heat this up first. We're gonna be doing what's called a roux. So we're gonna work all of our spices and the flour into, I'll pop some way over here. Hold on a second, I will be right back. I promise. We're gonna work all of our flour and spices in with the hot oil, and that will make like a thick, goopy stuff that we then add the tomato paste and the vinegar to, and that makes like a nice thick enchilada sauce. And so we're gonna mix up all the dry stuff. So 6 tablespoons of flour, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 2 tablespoons of chili powder. 2. Okay, now I need teaspoons. So I'm gonna grab another one. A teaspoon. 2 teaspoons of ground cumin. 2. 1 teaspoon of garlic powder. Half a teaspoon of dry oregano. Fill that up halfway. Salt. I'll add a little bit of salt. And cinnamon. I do like a little bit of cinnamon there. Some people don't. I'm just going to put a pinch in there. All right. So then I'm just going to take a spoon and stir this up. So, ooh, that smells so nice. All right. So my oil is getting heated up there. It's starting to smoke a little bit. I don't want it too hot. So I'm going to grab my whisk. And what we're going to do is we're actually going to add all this to the oil, and you can hear it kind of frying. And I'm going to show it to you guys here. Shoot. So it looks kind of like this. It's not super pretty. It's kind of goopy and gross. And so what we're going to do is we're going to whisk this all together. We're going to let it cook for a little bit. Because what we're doing is we're putting a little bit of brown on it, but you don't want it too hot. I always have it about 6. So about little warmer than halfway. And I don't even know if I'll be able to get my camera back up here once I take it off, but I'll show you guys. It looks like that. So I'm going to turn this around here. So it's going to look like that. And just keep whisking it. It's going to be kind of a bubbly look. All right, so now I'm going to put you back up here. If I can get you. You guys are on the little handle of my cabinet. All right, so now I need my tomato paste. that opened up. Keep twisting this. Don't let it burn. You'll get a really bitter flavor. We're going to do this for like 2 minutes or so. Chicken broth. So I'm going to fill up 2 cups in here of water. Okay, so I got my chicken bouillon. It's a tablespoon per cup. So I just have a regular spoon in here. 1, 2, oh, a little more for good measure. Okay, oops, because that wasn't as big as a regular tablespoon because I was cheating. So there. All right, so we'll stir this up. Almost burned. See, that's what happens when you're not paying attention. Okay. Shit. Sorry. Okay. So I gotta add my water in there because it got too hot. I fill up my water. 2 tablespoons. 2 tablespoons of tomato paste. I got my recipe card all wet. Ugh. I need 2 tablespoons of cider vinegar. 2. Got my recipe card here. Oh, 2 teaspoons of cider vinegar. Nice, I put too much vinegar. Shocker, not at all. Alright, well, I don't think it'll be that big of a deal. Okay. Oh, I need 4 tablespoons of tomato paste anyway. I thought it didn't look right. 3. A little bit of extra tomato in here. I usually put in just because I like that tomato flavor. Hopefully I didn't mess it up too much with 2 tablespoons of cider vinegar instead of 4. The way I can combat that is add a little bit of sugar. It's pretty thick. So I'm actually going to add a little bit of water to this to thin it up. I can just tell it's too thick. I'll show you guys here. Okay, so see how thick it is? So I'm going to add a little bit of water because it's too thick for me. Because what we're going to be doing is dredging tortillas in it. And we don't want too much to stick to the tortillas because we'll run out of it too fast. So, there we go. That's better. Let it heat up a little bit again. See, taste it. Yeah, too much vinegar. So I need to add some sugar because I'm a dummy. Okay, so we're gonna make our enchiladas now. I just have a cake pan. I got everything lined up. I got my tortillas, and in here I have maybe this much vegetable oil, and it's heating up right now. And what we're gonna do is put the tortillas in there. I have my sauce that we just made, and we got a whole bunch of cheese. So this is a very gross, messy project. So, which is one of the reasons I decided to do it, because I was already working on bread. I already had my rings off. So, get my hands dirty. All right, so we're gonna take our tortilla. We're going to take a whole bunch of them out, just because I'm going to need to. Not quite hot enough. I should have waited. Biggest thing is, oh. Yeah, I kind of got the end of the tortillas at the store. It was slim pickings. Okay, you're going to take that and put it in the sauce. And these things are going to want to kind of fall apart. So just grab them gently with the tongs, swish it around, let it drip off, and then kind of put it in your pan. It's going to be hot. Your sauce is hot, the oil is hot. So you got this goopy guy in here. And I'm going to fill him with a bunch of cheese. I got a couple different kinds of cheese that I need to use up. I have mozzarella and marble jack. So lots of cheese. Don't be afraid to put lots of cheese. I'm actually being stingy. And we're going to take this, ooh, hot, and then roll them up and then shove them to the side. Next. So hot. Okay, one more. So this was a bag of 8. 8 fills a pan nice and full. All right, I'm going to flip this out. And I'm actually going to keep this oil, and I will probably make like French fries or something with it later. It's perfectly good oil. You don't want to throw it away. I reuse everything if I can. Okay. Okay. So now I'm going to take a bunch of this sauce first or cheese first? I'll do cheese first. Oh, my can opener. Fill in my oil. Oh well. Right. Okay. And dump the rest of this on top. I'm just going to mix up the cheese with the sauce a little bit. All right. So I'm not going to bake this till supper. It's only not even noon. So I'm going to put foil over it, and I'm going to put it in the refrigerator and keep it for later. But I'm just going to put it in the oven. I wrote, I think I'm going to do it at like 325 or 350 for probably 30 minutes. It's just cheese. We're just melting it is all we're doing. So you don't want it too hot, no higher than 350. And that's it. So I'm going to go clean myself up, and we made delicious enchiladas. Enjoy.